kicker out there again to boot it away.
Texas.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Heavy pressure, he lets it go.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
This pass is caught. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm string that time.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Getting set. Here's second down. They're going to run it. Fighting him off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. And then first down, right back to the running game. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string, but he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackled right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15. Run it here. Has a path to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half. Leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. Talk about seizing some momentum.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab by the receiver. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. The Longhorns come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. On the move now. Finally throws it deep down the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
This is a great job by the defense, putting two defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here at Tuck Strategy. This will likely be the last play of the half. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Moves left out of the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Longhorns come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, and I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. He'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks free. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Second down after that run on the previous play. Big throw caught on the left side. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out to the 29. That's where they begin the drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. He dumps it off to the tight end. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's an out route, the catch made. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. Longhorns will line up to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
drops back, needing a third down completion here. The ball is picked off. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway was a huge play for this defense.
Any safety loves a good opportunity to hunt for picks. And as this game wears on, they get one here. This quarterback needs to do a much better job of being able to read this secondary and being more careful with the football.
Okay, the Texas offense gets back out on the field. Here's the handoff. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone in the first half of 17.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Press coverage now from these DBs. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on 3rd down. He keeps it on the design run. And he'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Design quarterback run. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a 1st down. The clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Heading to the 4th quarter, who can step up and make a crucial play in this pursuit of a national championship? Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. The call is a quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Longhorns. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Picks up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Out of the shotgun, and he hands it off. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. To be brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made by the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Well, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on. Gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The penalty backs the defense up even more. Now 1st and goal from the 1. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Keeping it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's past the marker and still going. Touchdown, Texas. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Hard-fought playoff game comes down to this. Can the offense find the end zone late here? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
If that ball were thrown just a little bit higher, they could have gotten away with a completion. A great play by the defender getting a hand on it.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Barnes. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? A quick throw out left, complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Short connection to the tight end here. And smart choice. They'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it, and do a really good job of that right here.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Looking for the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for 2 to potentially take the lead? Either way, your defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. From the shotgun, handoff inside. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Ball handed off. Some hard running there through a tackle. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And they'll go right back to him on first down. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Their last chance here. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
The Longhorns have first and 10 here. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Longhorns looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. So a field goal attempt coming up now. It's good. This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.